What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. LexxExpress checking in with an awesome WWE 2k24 video. In this one, we're going to be looking at the new Pat McAfee DLC patch update 1.13, which just came out today. Now, if you haven't heard the news, it's not coming out July 24th. No, the Pat McAfee show pack is not dropping July 24th. They are moving the DLC now to July 31st. And I think that's mostly because Call of Duty and WWE are doing a crossover, and they're probably focusing their promotional artwork and marketing, all that stuff, for Call of Duty and WWE versus focusing on 2K as well at the same time. They want people to invest. They want people to, enjoy the cross branding. So they're probably just doing this for the DLC to drop when everyone has already looked at the Call of Duty stuff. Now, let's get into patch 1.13. We got general audio, gameplay, characters, online, and universe mode fixes. It's not all that we anticipated, but we got some goodies to unravel here. So I'm not going to bore you to death. We got some general stability and online stability improvements. The location has been fixed for WrestleMania 40. Now the achievement, no visiting hours, can be unlocked correctly. Some audio improvements for the steel steps that weren't being utilized correctly. We also got some reported concerns that were addressed for certain moves missing target or even reversals with weapons. And for characters, their attributes going over the maximum was also an issue that has been resolved. And for universe mode, you got the championship stats that have been missing now fixed. Now, when you're looking at this new DLC, you're definitely underwhelmed, right? You didn't want these extra bonus characters that came with Pat McAfee. We're talking about the people from the podcast, right? No one knows who AJ Hawk is. No one knows who Darius Butler is, Ty Schmidt, Boston Connor. Hold your horses. I'm about to tell you who they are. So AJ Hawk, former NFL Pro Bowler for the Green Bay Packers. You don't care about football? I get it. But Darius Butler, another Pro Bowler. He was really good in the NFL. And, they do the podcast with Pat McAfee. Now that we address those other two guys, let's look at Boston Connor and Ty Schmidt. These guys are part of the Toxic Table, and they are also on the podcast with Pat McAfee. Now, those other two that I just last mentioned had nothing to do with the NFL as far as I know. They're just friends of the show, and they work with them on the podcast. So they all just wanted to be in the game. Obviously, if WWE 2K comes and offers you, hey, do you want to join the DLC to promote and all this crap, you're going to want to take it. And that's pretty much what they said on their podcast. So I get it. I get their point of view. But for us as fans, we don't care about any of those excuses. We wanted more. Well, I'm here to tell you there was a little more. If you play MyFaction, you can look forward to checking out Hulk Hogan. He has a new Elite toy figure coming to MyFaction, as well as the guy you saw earlier in the video, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is getting a classic Rock model. Now, we don't know how we're going to be able to unlock these characters just yet, but we do know they are coming real soon after the new DLC launches next week, July 31st. Hell, we may even get an update before then. So the DLC also, should have brought more moves, right? Animations and things to look forward to outside of just the personas. Because honestly, you don't care for AJ and all those other guys. We established that. Well, good news is we got over 20 new moves that have been added. Hidden Blade, Coffin Drop, and more. This was reported by Smack Talks. Head on over to his channel. Check it out. Link will be in the description box for you to see all the brand new moves that are coming with this new DLC patch update that was released today. Also coming in this DLC pack is the football that we all would have wanted for Pat McAfee to use for his finisher. Pat McAfee goes under the ring and he pulls the football out, and you could punt it to anyone that you're facing. Now, another cool tidbit is that he's not the only one that can utilize this weapon. You can add this to a custom match like the table, like the barbed wire bat, the megaphone, all those new weapons, right? You can put them all in one awesome match, and everyone else outside of Pat McAfee can throw the football like a quarterback. You can go ahead and do so without having to change anything. It's already standard. So at the end of the day, when I look at this new DLC pack, the biggest downfall for me was definitely the fact that we are getting everyone with the same entrance. I'm not talking about The Rock. Obviously, The Rock looks great. Obviously, Hulk Hogan looks great. Those are nothing worth complaining about to me. But, you know, Ty, Boston Connor, all these guys should have had unique entrances, and they all got the same old Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I'm a huge Stone Cold fan, but damn it, they should have treated them a little bit better since they are premium content. But Pat McAfee did get his theme song. He did get his Tron. He did get his animation. I absolutely love what they did with Pat McAfee. And, you know, as a fan of the sport of football, I got to admit, they did a phenomenal job with AJ Hawk and Darius Butler, man. They did a really, really good job with those guys. But the best looking one to me, the most anticipated guy in this pack to me is 100% Pat McAfee. And I think for everyone, that's going to be the case, right? So I hope this little video was helpful for you guys. Again, July 31st is the official release date for the Pat McAfee pack. I think we covered pretty much everything. I'm sure there's going to be more little tidbits that are going to be hidden, and we'll figure them out along the way. I'll keep you posted. If you love wrestling, not just WWE 2k24, but wrestling in general, we talk about it on the channel all the time, and we do watch parties. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that sub button, hit that like button, all that good stuff. I'm done repeating myself. I'm done rambling here. We're just going to ride into the sunset with this crazy matchup. Look at this gameplay I got going on right here. It's an elimination match with all the brand new superstars that were added to this update.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. And he slides him back to the mat. Oh, God. Did you hear the feedback off the megaphone?
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied. And it is getting...
Here's a cover. Could be it. Oh, a termination for Debbie.